You're in a unique situation. I know everybody has their own issues that they're going through given the stay-at-home orders and the COVID-19 pandemic. You're up high and due in a few weeks. Give us a little bit of background information and what's going on.
Yeah, so I'm about 37 and a half weeks pregnant. Before everything happened, I was kind of thinking about doing a home birth, but not really going into it too much just because of the cost of everything. Like for a midwife, I was a little confused about how to do this whole process.
Mm-hmm.
But once COVID-19 became, like a bigger thing, I was like, I probably should look into this more and like see my options. And then, so I looked into home birth and midwifery, and I found a few people that's been super awesome. But like, the only thing is that like insurance doesn't cover home births.
Mm-hmm.
So I did have to pay out of pocket for a midwife. She did say that since this whole situation was arising, I could fight for it. Today, I have a Kaiser appointment today. So now that there's more cases in the hospital, I could actually talk to them today and let them know that like, hey, like, I know there's a situation arising in the hospital. Like, is there any way you can like help me out? Because getting a midwife is really expensive. It's like around like $5,000 out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got my taxes in, so I did just like, I have enough to pay for it, but I still, like with like no jobs going around, and like my other half is having a hard time getting into unemployment. It's definitely a hard money situation, for sure.
Was the situation at the hospital did that play a role into wanting to have a midwife instead of a hospital birth?
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel definitely like safer to be at home where I can have my family with me, so everyone in the house with me. And I was afraid that if the situation got worse, I wouldn't be able to bring my other half with me into the room, and I wouldn't want to deliver on my own by myself. So I think I just played it safe, and they're always changing the rules at the hospital, so I definitely felt like at home birth I would be in a more comfortable setting, and I would definitely feel more safer.
If you have another child, was that a home birth or a hospital birth?
That was actually a hospital birth. And I think what made me want to do more of a home birth too this time around was because I had such an easygoing first birth. So I think I just I wanted to be more in a comfortable setting. So here, like at home, like I have my bed, I can just like, after I give birth, I can just like lie down in my own space and like have my baby with me, and then I have the choice of like how I want to give birth. Like I don't have to be lying down in just one position. Like I can move around and I can walk around, and I can just be comfortable and feel like what my body wants me to do. Then I can do it at home.
Do you think a lot of other people are in the same position as you? I mean, I don't know how many people are pregnant at this time, but I imagine that there are other people who have to go through the thought process of
yeah, definitely. I know a few of my friends, they're giving birth maybe like later May and in June, and sometimes they feel more comfortable being in a hospital setting just because if they did end up needing a C-section,
mm-hmm.
they feel like they'll be better off in the hospital, just because the doctors know what they're doing. But like people who have like a really healthy pregnancy, they're definitely looking to home birth. This is the fact that it's just so expensive that not a lot of people, like they hear the price and they're like, oh my gosh, like $5,000, I don't think I can do that.
So how much are you hoping that the insurance will reimburse?
I think anything really helps. I mean, I was lucky enough to be able to get my taxes just in time so I can pay it off. But I mean, like, any kind of money really helps, like, especially in this, like, situation right now where we're like all fighting for like getting on an unemployment site. So I mean, I'm saying would it would be awesome if I could get the full amount, but I mean, pretty much anything, like if it's like $1,000, that's awesome, like that would be great.
What is your due date again?
May 12th.
Do you know if you're having a boy or a girl?
A boy.
Oh, awesome. And your other child is a
boy.
A boy. Well, best of luck to you.
I'll let you know what's happening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.